working with the shot timer, I just kind of want to prove a point. The two things that we're balancing is speed and accuracy. So if we're accurate and it doesn't seem to matter how I pull the trigger, then we have to ask ourselves, if the accuracy is the same but the speed's faster, then I probably want to do that. I want to be able to be faster and still maintain that same accuracy. So if I'm not faster with this pinning technique, then I'm not really doing myself any favors. So borrowing Mark here, eyes and ears, what I want Mark to do is I want him to step up in the bay here. And he's going to shoot at the 3, the blue square, all right? So what he's going to do is, what I want you to do is I want you to fire one round and I want you to pin the trigger to the rear, all right? All right. So pin it, hold it, and what I want you to do is I want you to fire another shot, same location, 3, blue square, after the beep.
I'm still pinned.
So still pinned, you're then going to pull the trigger after that.
So I'm going to let off and pull the trigger.
Yep.
Okay.
Shooter ready?
Yep.
Stand by. All right, so it's a 6-4, all right? From a split standpoint, that would be horrendous. Over half a second just to do that. So now what I want him to do is I want him to come up. I want him to take the slack out of the trigger. Slack out of the trigger, and then on the beep, you're just going to pull the trigger. Shooter ready? Ready. Stand by. All right, a .19, taking the slack out of the trigger. Now I want him to come off the trigger altogether, but still within the trigger guard. You're just not taking any of that slack out. You're just going to pull the trigger as fast as you can on the beep. Okay. Still aiming at that blue square. Shooter ready? Yep. Stand by.
Oh, I threw it.
So accuracy was affected there. Let's do it again. Let's get a good locked in grip, support hand grip. Not influencing anything with our right hand here. Focused on the 3. Shooter ready? Ready. Stand by. Good, accurate. Now we're at a 4-9. So even with him completely off the trigger, we're still much faster. Let's do it one more time.
All the way out?
All the way, yeah, off the trigger, but still, yeah, you can come on the trigger. I'm sorry. Just not taking slack out.
Okay.
Let me be clear about that. Sorry.
All right.
Shooter ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Good. 4-9 again. So we're consistent. Go ahead and holster up for me. So if we're maintaining that accuracy and we're going to be faster, does it really matter? Ultimately, what we have to understand is if I'm not disrupting this platform from shooting, the dot or the irons are lined up where they need to be. It doesn't matter what I do with the trigger as long as I have, 90% of your accuracy is going to be affected by not having a good support hand grip, right? And as long as we're not influencing it with our dominant hand, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky, then we're going to be okay. We're going to be accurate. From a speed standpoint, we can make a lot of that up just by simply, if I pin it to the rear and I'm shooting at the blue circle here, and I let it out, and I let it out, and I let it out, that's great. But even something that, even a trigger is just a stock Glock trigger. Stock Glock trigger. All right, so even if I slap it, so what I want you guys to do is get in a position where you can see me slapping this trigger, even where I'm not shooting super fast, but just the influence I'm putting on the gun here, and I slap it. As long as I have a good support hand grip, I'm not affecting where the rounds are going, right? That's kind of the point I'm making. So as we shoot faster, I need to be able to lock in this grip and be able to slap this trigger, get off, and continuously repeat that process to where pull, 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 pull. So if you can practice at home, pulling and then getting that finger off the trigger, meaning just off of that slack and not pinning it, you're going to be able to shoot a lot faster, okay?